Hello everyone and welcome back. We have another battery setup to take a look at today. This right here is the DABBSSON DBS2100 Pro. And this right here is the DABBSSON DBS2100B, which is an extra battery and expansion battery. Right now I just wanted to get everything out of the box, take a look at it here, start it up and see what everything's charged up to. We're going to see what it comes with in the box, and then I want to get these charged up and then we will put it to work. We have a grid power cable here, your car cigarette port right there, and this one comes with a solar panel cord also. And in the expansion battery, or the extra battery, we have the cable to go from battery to battery, and we have a solar panel cable. I want to take a look at this here. Okay, and this is where you would plug in for solar or the car port. You could also charge the expansion battery with your car, and this one here is where the big one goes to the battery. So I want to get this plugged into that and get that plugged into grid power, and then we can get everything charged up. It has been a gloomy, rotten, windy, rainy day today. So there's no sun. They did not send any solar panels with this, so I'm not going to be charging it with solar. And even if I had the panels, I couldn't do it anyway. It's just been a rotten day, but you know what? It's not snowing yet. I guess we'll take a look at this before I get everything plugged in. This is on the actual DBS2100 Pro. The solar, grid, reset, or that's your circuit breaker kind of, and then they have an Ethernet type hookup here too. And then it looks like it has two extra battery ports, so you must be able to add an additional battery besides just the one. We'll go over all the ports and all the specs and everything once I get everything plugged in and charging. But right now I just want to get that part started. What do I want to use here? For those of you that don't watch the channel regularly and are wondering why all the jars, that's for milking the cow. And that's exactly what we're going to use this thing for. As soon as we get it all charged up. We got that into there. Other way. Well, now we have it plugged in. Right now it's pulling 583. It's going up of what it's pulling from the grid, and it's putting out. So at this moment it's taking in about 600, putting out just under 300, and of course this one is taking in what this is putting out. We'll let that charge for a while and we'll come out and go over the specifications on these two units. Okay everyone, well, I'm back out here. It's the following evening. The rainy, yucky weather from yesterday now turned into snow for today, and temperature's gone down quite a bit. So, but we have these units here now. They're all totally charged up. Here you can see the DABBSSON DBS2100 Pro fully charged. And the DBS2100B extra battery is also fully charged. Let's go ahead and take care of some of the technical stuff before I put this to work. The DABBSSON DBS2100 Pro weighs 54 pounds. It has 2150 watt hours, 2400 watts with a 4800 watt surge. So this is a beefy battery. It'll take just about anything you throw at it as far as appliances go. The only thing you might have a hard time with is if you were to plug it into your RV and turn on the rooftop air if you didn't have a soft start. Otherwise, you know, a battery of this size with that much of a surge is going to handle just about anything. It has a pure sine wave inverter, LiFePO4 battery with 4,000 cycles up to 80%. It's got the EPS system with a 15 millisecond switchover. So if you have this plugged into grid and a lamp plugged into the battery, the power station, whatever you want to call this, and the power goes out, within 15 milliseconds that lamp is going to be on. So it's going to just flicker a little bit. Over here you've got your USB-A port, and this side is USB-C. This is a 2.4 amp, this is a 30 amp. These are 100 watt fast charge, and these are fast charge also. You've got your USB on and off button right here. Over here you've got your cigarette lighter port. And over here you've got these 4 amp. I don't know what these connectors are used for. I've never had to use them, but they're there. And then of course you've got your on and off for that too. Oh, light. It's kind of nice. And an IoT reset, which I see that this thing has Bluetooth. So we must have an app for this, so we're going to have to play around with that. So over here we have the DABBSSON DBS2100B extra battery, or an expansion battery, whatever you want to call it. And here you also have some USB-C inputs, fast charge, and you've got fast charge USB-A over here. Now this one here puts out an additional 2150 watt hours. So we're adding this to that, we're getting a lot of watt hours, and you can actually add 2 of these to that unit right there. And this whole thing, if you're charging it with solar, will charge, you can put into it up to 1200 watts. So that's quite a bit of solar panel right there for charging. So as far as charging this through AC, through the grid, I didn't want to screw this up because it was kind of confusing for me until I read it. The max input power for the AC charging speed is 600 watts, but it can be modified in the DABBSSON app, which you can then do fast charging, offering up to 1800 watts. So if you have a 2150 watt battery and you're putting 1800 watts of AC power into it, you can see how fast that's going to charge. Even the 2 of them together, if they were on 0, you're still charging both of them in under 3 hours. That's amazing. Now that I have the extra battery hooked up, you can see this little indicator right here that tells me, yes, this is hooked up to it, so it has the extra battery. I got that plugged in. I need to turn my AC power on. Alright, we have power. So this thing has 3 AC outlets, 1 parallel port, and it has a 30 amp. It has a 30 amp plug-in, and it's 30 amp max. So that's the first time I've seen that. You can see that plug-in right there, but usually they'll have that plug-in, but it's only going to be 20 amp. That is an actual 30 amp. So you can really plug your RV into that thing and have an expansion battery or two and you're golden. The reason why I'm going to use the DABBSSON 2100 Pro and the DABBSSON 2100B extra battery to milk the cow is because I've done this test before, and the problem is here in Minnesota we have some harsh winters, ice storms, heavy snowstorms, and then we lose power. And we've lost power here. One time was like 53 or 58 hours, well over the 48 hours, which is 2 days. We're well into the third day. So this year we got a cow. I have a generator that will run the critical things in the house when the power goes out. Not a big deal. I don't have a generator for back here. And regardless if the power is out or not out, that cow has to be milked. And yes, you could milk it by hand. I'm not doing that. No way I'm doing that. The first time we couldn't get the machine to work and I started hand milking, got into it about 5 minutes and I'm just like, no way. Nope, we're not doing that. So with that's why I got the extra battery. The 2150 watt hours will get you milking through almost 2 days, depending on how fast she milks out. And I need something that can go into the third day. So with the expansion battery, I'm golden. I don't have any worries. Let the power stay out. I don't care. And I still can milk that cow, because you just can't let your cow go without being milked, or you're going to have some serious problems. So that's why tonight we're going to hook this up, and I'm going to run it and see how many watt hours it took, and then I can figure out how many times I can milk her before it would have to be recharged. And with that much battery life, when you can go into like 3 days of use, I can even run a cable out, put a solar panel. I could put, up to 1,200 watts of solar panels on top of we call this the workshop building, roof over there, and I could actually keep that thing charged all the time and always run the milking machine off of it, because that machine pulls it really, especially at the beginning, I'm going to need that 4,800 watt surge just to get it going right. After that it dies down, but it takes quite a bit to get it going. So anyway, let's bring the cow in, get her milked out, and then we'll see how many watt hours it used. Oh yeah, she's right here. What are you two doing out there? Hey Mesa, hey Festus. Give me a minute to get your water and I'll bring you in. How you liking that snow? Alright, I'm going to go get some hot water and we'll get her in here. She wants her grain. Come on in, Mesa. Good girl. Here you go, Festus. You looking kind of dirty today. So it's using 816 watts right now, and that's after the surge. set?
I'll be back. I'm going to put this next door.
Okay. My battery's not too loud either. First I do a hot water rinse, then I do a cold water with a lot of vinegar in it. Now that has to sit for 5 to 10 minutes and I'll get the grain ready for tomorrow. And then I'll do another cold water rinse, and then we'll see how much power that took to do the whole entire thing. Well, with tonight's milking, we got 1 gallon and 3/4. So we're at 90%, so that is really impressive. That was a long milking, and all the cleaning is done. So we could actually do this 10 times. So 5 full days before this thing is dead, if I'm doing twice a day milking. I did not expect that. I didn't expect it to be that good. Okay everyone, well thanks a lot for watching. The DABBSSON DBS2100 Pro did a great job, did exactly what I wanted it to, with results that were better than what I expected. So definitely I have a spot to use this. I'm going to end this one now just because my videos get so long that it's ridiculous. But what I really want to do is take this, both of them together, plug in that 30 amp into the Fish House camper and see what it'll run with the 30 amp. Run the microwave, maybe even try the rooftop air, but now it's so cold the compressor wouldn't come on. But anyway, yeah, it's a good system. We'll see if they want me to do more videos on it. I would be happy to do it. I will put all the information, links, discount codes if there is any, in the description box.